And welcome to Liggett Field. We've got baseball, a doubleheader to be played today. Catholic League Central Division rivalry. We've got Orchard Lake St. Mary's riding a 84-game win streak, going up against Grosse Pointe University Liggett. My name is Chad Bush alongside Jay Alexander. Jay, what an opportunity today to watch great baseball once again here in the great state of Michigan, in Michigan weather.
Yes, a great day to play too. I always said this is how you know it's baseball season, when you get snow and rain.
We've seen both today. The skies are clearing. We sat down with Dan Cimini. We got his thoughts. Jay and I are with you for two games today. It's Liggett and St. Mary's, a Central Division battle. Dan Cimini coming up right after this. Welcome to Liggett Field. Chad Bush and Dan Cimini as we get set for Orchard Lake St. Mary's at Grosse Pointe University Liggett. Blistering conditions again. It's May, and here we are fighting weather conditions. But outside of that, catch us up on what went down this weekend. I know you guys had a series that we called against De La Salle.
Yeah.
Some good, some things to improve upon.
Yeah, you know, we hit the ball in the first game. I think everybody in the lineup had a hit, and we had, I think, 7 guys that had 2 hits. So if we can do that against teams, we're going to be successful. Second game, Rozier pitched for them. He did a really, really good job. And our guys just didn't throw strikes when they needed to, and they hit the ball. So it happens in the CHSL. Everyone is equal in this. I mean, anyone could beat anyone on any given day. So you just got to go out there, play your best, be consistent.
The polls still have you number 1 in Division II, which speaks to the strength of the schedule that you've put together this year. Talk about the one today. There won't be one probably tougher, at least to this point, than Orchard Lake St. Mary's on an 80-plus game win streak. And, look, you got a chance today to make history for Liggett baseball. This has to be an opportunity that you and the club are excited for.
We are excited about it, but we're excited to just come out and play baseball and compete against the game of baseball. I mean, unfortunately, we're playing against a number 1 team in the state and probably one of the number 1 teams in the nation, depending on who's ranking them. But they deserve it. They deserve everything they got. They've got the toughest schedule. They play the toughest schedule, and they've been consistent. And that's what I try to tell our guys is it's almost impossible to be as consistent as they've been. So a lot of props to Petrie and his guys, even the last 2-3 years. What a great group of guys. They do it the right way. We're going to try to stop them today.
Dan Cimini with 5 state titles to his credit. This is a opportunity to get some guys going, and you got Joey back on the bump today. He threw against Brother Rice back on last Wednesday. Talk about Joey and what you expect from him today against St. Mary's.
Well, he's got to hit his spots. He moves the ball around. He's got a fastball he can locate anywhere, good curveball, good changeup. But he's got to locate. If you throw it right down the middle against these guys, you're not going to see it again. So he's going to pitch. He's a good pitcher. He does a good job. I like having him on the mound. I expect big things from him today.
Sometimes you need role guys or sub guys to come in, the undercards. And Jake Martin was one of those guys. He's a big-time talent for you, and he was big on Saturday in the victory over De La Salle.
Very big. One thing about Jake is he's a hard worker. He's relentless, and he goes up there swinging the bat. You won't see him taking any pitches. You won't see him trying to walk. He's up there to hit. And in the CHSL 3-2 ball, you got to swing the bat. So he's taking advantage of his opportunities, doing a great job, and I'm really proud of him.
He's Dan Cimini. We're getting set for Liggett and Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Thanks for your time as always.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck today, and we'll get talking to you after the ball game.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
We're coming back with the start of today's ball game. One of 2 games about to get underway. We're back with all the details right after this. Welcome back to Liggett Field. Chad Bush and Jay Alexander with you. Joey Randazzo taking his warm-up tosses. And he'll face the Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets, coming in at 18-0, 13-0 in Catholic League Central Division play. Meanwhile, the Liggett Knights come in 9-5, 4-5 in league play. St. Mary's 10-0 all-time in this series. They didn't meet until 2021. We're ready for baseball, Jay. This has been a potent St. Mary's lineup, but some pressure at this point. What do they have to keep in mind in a game like this facing Randazzo and Liggett?
Well, what they have to keep in mind is let's keep it simple, right? Let's try to get ahead. Let's make the routine plays, and let's go after it like it's a huge game, which it is, right? In the Catholic League, every game counts. But this is a guy what I always call a thumber, right? Like starts off with the first pitch curveball over for a strike. He's a guy that's going to do that.
Randazzo, who we last saw against Brother Rice last Wednesday, 1-1 the count, Catholic League rules. I know you're quite familiar with them.
Yes, I am.
Jay played at Detroit Benedictine, former head coach at Eastern Michigan University, and also at Wayne State, his alma mater. Randazzo 2, Parker Brustevich, and we are full to start things off. Parker Brustevich, the Notre Dame commit. He will be followed by his brother Hudson, who he told us he was going to try to recruit to Notre Dame. And 2 weeks later, he committed to Notre Dame, as in last week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the right approach there at that at-bat right there with Parker. You know, curveball in the middle, not trying to do too much going the other way, hit a nice line drive. So the approaches looks good so far.
Brustevich in a full count against Randazzo, and he wears it on the left sleeve. So hit by pitch, and there's a man on, and here comes his freshman brother, Hudson Brustevich.
You know, the interesting thing about Hudson is he's only hitting .289, but the most impressive thing is he's got a 5.15 on-base percentage. So, and he's got 19 runs scored. So it tells me that he has another idea of what's going on, just probably hits haven't fell his way.
It's a left-handed stick that started hot and has cooled off, and he skies one to right. Fairly playable for Murphy, comes in and back, battling the wind, and he makes out number 1 in right field.
Yeah, he just tried to really go after a tough pitch right there, high and in. But that's what you're going to do to a hitter like that. You want to try to tie him up. He's really wiry, and if he gets his hands extended, you know, good things are going to happen. Plus, the wind's blowing out to right, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So
yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't go further to do it.
I'm surprised our tent hasn't flown out to right field.
I know.
340-footer at that.
Yeah.
So here comes the Tennessee commit, Blake Grimmer, who rips one foul and off the plush artificial turf. Dan Samini, the head coach for Grosse Pointe University Liggett. Reggie Sharp Sr., his bench coach. And Matt Petrie, the head coach for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Back-to-back national champions, trying to stay perfect today against a very talented Liggett team.
Yeah, very fiery, very wiry team. Look to get after it. You're going to see a lot of good things from this team. So it should be an exciting matchup.
Grimmer with a runner at first, fouls one to each line.
Yeah, see, that was a good approach with that bat. That's why you can see he's a Division I guy, because you can make in-bat adjustments, right? That's the difference between Division I and everybody else. And that he, you know, took that pitch in the other way on the outer half. So he has an idea.
1-2 the count. Runner on first is Brustevich. Ground ball right side. That's through the hole and past Sharp. On his horse heading to third is Brustevich. The throw to third, and he is out at third base. The tag is applied by Martin, and Brustevich is out, trying to go from first to third.
Well, that's the right move right there, right? He just, you know, just a great relay with a big-time arm right there, putting the end of it. I mean, that's what you want. You want to go first to third and hit the right side. Everything was perfect, right? And that's what's needed to get a guy out.
2 are out now, and a good relay. Communication's important in that relay too, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. It's
Murphy.
Absolutely key. And you know what it did too is it froze the runner at first for a second, because he cut the ball off and the runner didn't know. When he made the throw, then the runner took off, and that's why he was able to get successfully at second base.
There is a runner at scoring position. Grimmer is at second base. And here comes Jason Oliver, the top hitter in this lineup, the Indiana commit, batting .449 with a .918 slugging percentage. 6 home runs to lead the way and 36 RBIs to lead the way. That's 18 more RBIs than his next closest teammate, Will Boisenow.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to clear the bases. That's for sure.
He does. Powerful two-way guy. Strike called, so.
Yeah, he'll want that pitch back, Chad. I'll tell you right now, I want that pitch. I almost jumped out of the seat.
That was a juicy one. Randazzo left up. He's got Martin at third, Purify at short, Sharp at second, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Jason Oliver, the closer.
Oh,
swing
nice
and a miss. Got him on strikes, inning over. So the Eaglets strand a runner at second. They get a hit in the inning, but no score after a half inning. We'll come back with the Liggett lineup as this Central Division rivalry continues from Grosse Pointe on a windy, rainy, cold May afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. We're the Prep.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
So here's a look at the Grosse Pointe Liggett lineup. Purify to lead things off. The senior leadoff man committed to Clemson. Clemson is in the house today. Oliver Service will do the catching, the Texas commit. Preston Barr will do the DH duties today. At the cleanup spot is Reggie Sharp Jr., the Michigan commit. Preston Barr also committed to U of M. Jake Martin is the third baseman. He'll bat fifth. Ryan Jones bats sixth. At first, Nick Green is in left field batting seventh. Murphy in right field batting eighth. And Joey Randazzo, the pitcher, will bat ninth. So here's Jaron Purify, one of the top talents in this country. And he'll start things off. He's been very good this year, Jay, for Dan Cimini.
Yeah, he's a Tuesday guy, right? He's a guy that's projected to get drafted as well. He's on everybody's radar. So there's nothing surprising about what's going to happen right now for him. But it's a great matchup.
He'll face Aiden Donovan, and Donovan hits him with a first pitch. So we've already seen a couple of hit by pitches early. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's tough, the weather conditions, right? When it's cold, you can't feel the ball, you can't grip it. You know, it's only certain things that you can do to make it happen and make the ball feel right. So they're just going to have to overcome that little bit of adversity here because, hey, we play in the cold. That's where we play.
It is Michigan. It's gotten better in Michigan with talent, not because of the weather, but they've really made an effort to play indoors in this region. Here's Oliver Service, the Texas commit, with a man on, nobody out. Aiden Donovan, the Michigan State Spartan, as a spinner that's left outside. Service with a lot of pop in this bat. We saw a 2-run homer to center field against De La Salle on Saturday in the split over the Pilots. Good-looking player.
Yeah, absolutely. I guarantee he's not bunting.
No, he's not.
But he's going to have to take a better approach because he's not going to give him nothing really good to hit anyway. And so now he's got to change his approach to be middle away here because he just got pull happy on a good slider, right? And that's what you're going to do. You're going to swing and miss on the slider.
Purify with good speed at first. And that's a ground ball through the hole. It was the hit and run. On his horse is Purify, and he'll head to third. Throw, miss the cutoff, and all of a sudden Liggett with runners in the corners and nobody out.
And I'll tell you what, he gave him a fastball, and that's what he did. He hit it really hard through the hole at shortstop, and shortstop couldn't even recover. It wasn't even too far that side, but again, you're hitting. I think it was just a steal, and he swung at a good pitch. So you got two of the best players in the country right here doing their thing.
Yep. And the hottest batter for Liggett is up in Preston Barr. Barr hit a 2-run shot on Saturday against De La Salle. That's a breaking ball. It just misses off the plate. Of course, 3-2 baseball, Catholic League.
Yeah.
Did they call that a strike?
No, I don't think so.
It was a ball. Scoreboard says a strike.
You know, and here's a strange part about Donovan right now. He's been very, telegraphy right now because he's started every hitter off with a slider, come back with a fastball. So if they're smart, they're thinking, they're getting his tendencies. You know that? See, he's coming right.
Chopper through the hole, and that's a base hit. Into score comes Purify. It's an RBI single for Barr, and the first 3 in the Liggett lineup have reached. It's 1-0 Knights.
Yeah, what he did was he actually got over top of a good pitch. He that was actually a pitcher's pitch, and it was just a turf bounce, I guess you will, and just got into the outfield. So, but at least he put the bat on the ball and did what he had to do for that runner at third, and that's what good teams do.
RBI for Barr, and Liggett just getting started. They've got runners at first and second. Nobody out. Service at second, Barr at first, and here comes Reggie Sharp. Squares to bunt, gets it down, it's firm, and that one's going to roll foul.
I love that. Love that, Chad. I love the bunt for a hit, right? I teach that every day, all day to the 11-year-olds, right? Because that's a great opportunity. The worst thing you're going to do is move those runners. But the best thing you can do is you're going to have a base hit. I'd do it again because the third baseman don't know where he's going, and you're just going to have to make that play. Pitcher's not going to get out there and make that play. He's too fast.
That's right. Sharp, of course, runs well.
Yes, he does.
And so he is batting right-handed, not left-handed. He does bat switch at times. Grimmer in at third, expecting the bunt. In at first is Hunter Brustevich. He's not bunting. He pulls it back. It's a ground ball to Oliver. And there's nobody at second. Charlie Hardenberg was not there in time, and Oliver had nowhere to go with it.
No, and he should have had the mindset of take it yourself, right? That's a play that you got to go because you got fast runners, right? You want to exchange less if you can, if you will. And that's, again, you got to know what we're doing with the baseball before it happens.
So, still nobody out, and Liggett with runners at the corners leading 1-0. And here comes Jake Martin. And he skies one to shallow center. Coming in is Luke Crichton, the freshman, makes the catch, tagging his service. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's 2-0 Liggett on the Martin RBI sac fly to right center.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. You just wanted to get up in that windstorm, right? And that's all you did. Plus, you got a fast guy at third base. That was an easy run right there. Good piece of hitting. Fastball away, and he didn't try to do too much and did his job.
Station-to-station baseball right now.
Love it.
Here comes Ryan Jones.
And the sun comes out. The sun even love it.
Here comes the sun.
Or the baseball guys, I should say.
We deserve it, man. This crew deserves it.
Yeah,
I know you do too, but, it's been 4 straight broadcasts of below 45 and rain. And wind at least 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
It has been a tough season.
Pat, the stats ready to quit on me. That's a slide piece strike called.
Ooh, that was in the other batter's box there. But, again, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
As long as he's consistent. We got 2-2 count here.
2-2 count. That's Steve Stuckey behind home plate. Got him on strikes. There's 2 out. And the runners stay put. It's a strikeout for Aiden Donovan, the Michigan State commit. Nice pitch.
Yeah, very nice pitch, and he dominated that. He knew that he was going to chase it, and he got out further, and he chased it. That was just not a good piece of hitting with him. All you got to do is you got to really want to put the ball in play there. And Jones.
So here comes Nick Green. And Green chops one to that left side. Grimmer with it, throws to second, and that ends the inning. But not before damage done. 2 runs in the inning for Liggett. They lead 2-0 as we go to the road half of the second. And Grosse Pointe, the sun shines out. Oh, baby. Feels good in Grosse Pointe all of a sudden.
Yes,
We're coming right back after this for the second inning.
differentiator here at University Liggett School and University Liggett Middle School is our approach to teaching and learning. Teaching and learning isn't something that happens to kids here, it's something that matters to them. And the ways that you see that come alive in middle school are through the projects that students are working on. Our 6th graders in the hallway with RC cars, racing them down the hallway and slamming on the brakes, trying to figure out the formula for velocity rather than that being something that they look up in their textbook. I think about our 7th grade bodybuilder projects where students are creating a 2-dimensional scale model of the human body that includes every body system. I think of our 8th graders with their civics projects where they're looking at a problem that exists in the community and thinking of ways to help solve that problem, but not only thinking of ways, taking action steps, writing letters to representatives, creating PR campaigns to help solve their problem. Any opportunity we have to make sure that students' questions matter, that student voice and choice have a place in the classroom is where we're going to be.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's 18-0, riding a 84-game win streak. That's a state record, and that does not include the tie versus Brother Rice. It looks like this: Brusteviches to lead it off, Grimmer, Oliver, and this man, Will Boisenow, who's been the breakout player for St. Mary's, followed by Cowdery, Bradley Hale, Luke Crichton, and Charlie Hardenberg.
Yeah, he put a good swing on a hanging curveball, right? Just got too much of it. You got too much out in front of it, excuse me. But he's looking like he's ready to hit that pitch.
He's had a great year, and Boisenow is one of those guys that has snuck under the radar, uncommitted, and played a little bit last year as a sophomore, but he's been really good this year, Jay, with the bat. 417 average now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely put up some really good numbers.
Popped him up left side. Martin gives way to Purify, who takes charge, and there's one up and one down. When you're a guy trying to fit in with all these other guys and you're more of a role guy, working your way in, uncommitted, if you will, on a superstar-laden team, both these teams, what's it like trying to fit in and be a valuable piece of the puzzle?
Well, it's really difficult, actually, right? Especially if you struggle at any point because you fear that somebody's going to come in and take your spot. The other thing is now it's a little bit more pressure, too, on you because you're not committed, right? And so now you start to panic and you start to get out there. But what he has to do is stay the course, and if he's a good ball player, there's going to be somewhere to play, right? There's always a place to play in college.
There is. There's a lot of levels, and that's a good reminder because it's not just about Division I. There's a pop-up down the right field line, and that is out of play. Great hustle from Neil Murphy.
Yeah.
There's good Division I baseball. There's also very good Division II baseball.
Very good.
One of the best programs in the country is down the road in Wayne State.
Absolutely.
A place that you took to the promised land when you were there a couple of times.
Yep. And I was recruited by Division I, too. It just Wayne State. I fell in love with Wayne State, and they were Division II, and they offered me before Division I. All the Division Is came afterwards, and I stayed with the plan.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Like I said, there's always some place for somebody to play. You just got to get past your ego.
Yep. This guy, Vincent Cowdery, wants to hear nothing about the Wayne State Warriors. He's committed to Grand Valley to be their catcher next year. Oh, the Wayne State and Grand Valley rivalry.
Yeah, man, that's a big one.
It's intense, isn't it?
It's very intense. Like I said before, a lot has to do with the parents too, but it's it's very intense.
No doubt. So 1 out, nobody on, 2-0 Liggett, and that's a hit by pitch. And so Cowdery wears one to first. 1 on, 1 out. And the hit-by-pitch theme continues.
Yeah, and again, it's the grip on the ball. It's tough to get the grip on the ball here with these pitchers, But I will tell you, in between innings, they need to be having some the warmers, the hand warmers. They need to continue to get themselves nice and loose, and because you constantly got to work yourself back into being warm.
Where's the rosin bag?
Well, you don't need it today.
Okay.
Because there's no sweat.
Oh, that's true. That's for sweat. So you can tell I'm not a pitcher. So here comes Hale, and that's a breaking ball. At first, Cowdery's going to get a pinch courtesy runner.
Yeah. And I can't tell who that is.
It's number 17. And we'll get to him in a minute. There's a shot foul. This is Bradley Hale, the DH today. Bradley with a fine season, batting .381.
Yeah, and he's putting up some decent numbers, and he's kind of growing on and continue to do better as well.
No Ryan Minnie McKay today. He remains out for at least a couple more weeks. Ground ball foul.
See, again, there was a hanging, breaking pitch there, and you know, he's trying to do, you know, Bradley's trying to do too much with that pitch, and all you got to do is just look middle away, and that's probably a bomb or a ball in the gap, right? That's where young hitters have to really understand that you can't go up there looking to pull that pitch. You got to continue to stay connected, as we call it, and hit the ball at the middle the other way.
Stayed away there. St. Mary's lineup very disciplined, typically, with their approach. And against a guy like Randazzo, you got to be disciplined.
You have to, Chad, because he's a thumber, right? He's a guy that's going to throw a lot of curveballs out of the zones, fastballs up. So you just got to stay. Like, that was the only good fastball I've seen somebody get right there. That was a mistake. And you can't miss that pitch right there. You know how you hit a curveball and a slider better than anybody?
That's it.
You don't miss the fastball.
I like that.
You missed the fastball, good luck. Uncle Charlie comes in to knock, and he's going to knock you right out.
Oh, man. That was my problem. No doubt. Double play depth for Liggett. A man on, a man out. Full count pitch. Randazzo to Hale, with Zane Wilson running at first. Free safety on Jermaine's team. Jermaine Gonzalez. There's a walk, a patient approach. And it's first and second. Somebody tells Zane to go. So first and second, a man in scoring position. And here comes the freshman and the Indiana commit, Luke Crichton.
Yeah, it's a good situation for this young fella right here to see what he can do with a guy who can control the strike zone a little bit. So you just got to try not to do too much and stay the course here.
Luke's been coming on as of late. Just a freshman and already manning the fields. There's a line shot to Sharp, and it's going to be a double play. Oh, Luke hit it hard, but right at Sharp, and picked off as Zane Wilson at second. That ends the inning. So Eaglet strand a couple, unable to get him around.
Yeah, Petrie now happy about that. His hat is still on the ground.
When the hat's on the ground, that's a statement.
Yes, it is. Just bad base running right there, Chad.
We're coming back to the bottom half of the second from Liggett Field and Grosse Pointe. Thanks for watching. This is The Prep.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
So here's the defense behind Aiden Donovan. It's Grimmer at third, Oliver at short, Hardenberg at second, Hudson Brustevich at first. Vincent Cowdery behind home plate, Will Boysenau in left, Luke Crichton in center field, and Parker Brustevich in right field for Matt Petrie. So here is Neil Murphy, the right fielder, leading things off here in the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Liggett, trying to upend and ruin St. Mary's 84-game win streak.
Wow, that's still impressive. I just don't even know what to say else about that. That's an amazing feat, especially for high school.
It really is.
That's unreal, man. That is just unreal. You know how high school baseball is, and just to stay the course. And man, what a great job.
Matt Petrie, very proud of the program and what it's done. And look, the state title, the state records in the bag. That was 79. The Eaglets would have to get to Saturday. They'd have to get by a sweep here and then get to Saturday where they play Brother Rice 3 games. So
Wow.
they finish the retroactive game to the streak.
Okay.
And then it would kick back up, and they would potentially tie the streak if they were to win all 3 on Saturday. But you got to sweep Liggett on the road, and then you got to sweep Rice in 3 on the road.
If you do that, man, that's impressive.
And that would tie the national record, and that national record's 89 straight wins.
Wow.
By Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They did it between 2019 and 2012. Fastball up and in. It puts Randazzo on the seat of his pants. And New Hampshire has a rule that there's only 16 games. It's a 16-game limit to a season. So it took them 4 years to accomplish the feat.
Wow, man. That's...
So, I mean, 16 games.
Wow.
To put that in perspective, St. Mary's has already played 18, and Liggett is playing their 15th game today.
Got it.
15th and 16th.
Got it. You can see Randazzo there, man. Just did a poor job of going after the bunt here. You just got to do your job. Bunt or strike. Just get the ball down and move your guy over so they can score more runs for you.
Yep, that's right. And he tries to do it here.
Strikeout, but the ball got away.
Ball got away. It'll be an advancement on the wild pitch. And there's no play at first. He was out. So, one out on the strikeout. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, no, he got lucky on that one, right? He got a little help from outside pitch. And, and yep, here it is right here. Boom. That's just a poor job of catching the ball right there. That's what I tell young catchers all the time, man. You got to be focused. You got to catch every ball, no matter what. What is he trying to say? Is it foul ball or something?
I'm not sure. Matt Petrie's out to have a word and have the umpires come together. By the way, that's Arnold Rambus, the field umpire, and Steve Stuckey, the home plate umpire. That's Rambus. And here comes Jaron Purify. They're going to send the runner back to first. First base was occupied, so the runner was out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's why.
That's it? Okay.
Even though the question is it was a pass ball, but I guess I'm actually confused on that because it was a pass ball.
Runner had the right to advance. It's no longer right.
But I'm thinking because he bunted after he made the attempt, so that's automatic out there.
All right, so we've got one out, a runner on first, that's Murphy, and the top of the order, the leadoff man, Purify. And Aiden Donovan going right at him. We've got a 1-2 count now.
Yeah, we do. So, you don't give him nothing good to hit. See if he can chase it. I throw him one of those good slide pieces that he has. Start on the middle, probably the middle third of the plate, and let it break to the white, and see if we can get him to chase. He's a Division I commit, so he should be able to do that.
Got him on strikes. Slide piece from Donovan was sharp, and there's 2 outs.
That was exactly what the doctor ordered right there. That's a tough pitch to hit. Right there on the outside half.
That's what you said.
Absolutely.
Good call. Oliver Service now will bat, the Texas commit, who had a single and scored back in the 2-run first for Liggett. Liggett leads 2-0. St. Mary's 10-0 all time against Liggett.
Wow. That says a lot right there.
Ground ball left side. Grimmer keeps it in front and eats it. We'll see how they score it, but Service is on at first. Murphy goes down to second. There's 2 outs, and here comes Reggie Sharp. Here's another look.
Yeah, he, again, got him out front with a curveball. I believe it was a slider. Got him right out front, pulled it out. He should have came and got that big hop. You cannot let the ball play you. Come get the hop. It's right there for you. I always say the ball is your prey. You haven't eaten in weeks. You got to go get it. You got to eat.
have eaten.
Oh my God!
This crew is hungry right now. I can hear bellies growling. If it's not mine, I know it's Pat's.
That's right.
Here's Preston Barr. He's hungry for a ribeye steak. He's got a couple out there on the grill.
Yes, he does.
And wind and rain starting to pick up. Slider is laid off by Preston Barr. What a year it's been for him on the mound and at the plate.
Yeah, he falls in love with his slide piece. I mean, it's a really good one, but you got to be able to throw that thing for strikes when you can need to get back into the count. So we'll see what he's going to do here. It's 2-2, getting the chase.
Outside,
so
behind him.
Yeah, so normally the thing is what you're going to throw on 2-2 is what you're going to throw 3-2. So if that's right, he should be coming back with a fastball. So we'll just figure out where he's going to try to come because he's been struggling a little bit with his location piece. But if he's got real confidence in that slider, he'll throw it right now.
There goes the runner.
There it is.
And there's the slider, and there is strike 3. Barr is out. Donovan gets out of a jam. As we go to the top of the third in Grosse Pointe, this weather cloud hanging around, but a lot of sunshine there, and that slide piece from Aiden. Back after this to Grosse Pointe.
Liggett to me has just an extraordinary environment that you can't find at any other school. Just the one-on-one time with your teachers and the environment focusing on you and benefits to your learning. That's really important to me because school is about learning and I want to come here every single day and I'm excited to come.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
So here's how the Knights will line them up. In the field, Oliver Service doing the catching, Jake Martin at third. Purify back at short. He was in center field. You'll recall for the last few games that Gary Stacy has missed. Reggie Sharp at second. The Michigan commit, Ryan Jones at first. Nick Green in left field. And Gary Stacy returns. Had a lower body injury a couple weeks ago. He's back. And Purify goes back to his normal position at shortstop. Neil Murphy in right field. And Joey Randazzo on the mound. What do you think so far of Joey? He's done a fine job against St. Mary's.
Yes, he has. He's kept them off balance. Got away with a couple hanging curveballs. But for the most part, he's in, out, and doing his things and getting them to chase. And that's what you do against an aggressive team.
Yeah. Well, he'll deal with the bottom portion of the order here. This is Charlie Hardenberg to lead things off for St. Mary's. Parker Brustevich in the on-deck circle, and that one's grounded to the left side. Picked up by Martin, and the throw low and wide, but Jones is right there to scoop it up.
Yeah, good play right there by the first baseman, and that's what they're supposed to do, especially on some carpet like this. You got to make that easy scoop, right? And he stayed down on it. He started down. And he came up. When you start up and go down, you're not going to catch that ball.
What's the biggest adjustment you need to make from going from natural to artificial surface like this?
You got to know that the bounces are going to be higher and truer, right? And the hardest adjustment is for the catcher because if you're used to catching on carpet, the ball comes up higher. On the dirt, it doesn't.
Oliver Service catches a breaking ball there. This is the leadoff man and the Notre Dame commit, Parker Brustevich. The right fielder, he got hit by a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can really do. Definitely love those Notre Dame commits. They do a really good job of recruiting kids in the cold places.
They sure do. College World Series last year, I believe, for the Fighting Irish.
Yep, Link Jarrett was the coach then, but now he's at Florida State trying to turn that around. That's where he played at. So, yeah, and they're doing pretty decently right now in the ACC.
Ground ball up the middle. Purify will charge. Hustle, throw, strike. low and caught by Jones.
That's
a
a big
fine
time
play.
That's a big time arm right there,
Yeah.
Chad. I'll tell you right now, that's he wouldn't have got me out because I was fast back then. But that's a big time arm right there. That's great. That's what I like about young infielders. They don't watch the runners, right? They make the play and they throw the ball to first base. They already know they got a fast runner, so what they have to do. That's just a big time arm right there.
Great quickness to get to it and have a steady throw, all in the same process. One of the best fielding shortstops you'll see in this state,
in
the Midwest, and in the country. It's
Absolutely.
an MLB draft pick.
Absolutely.
Prospect is short.
Yeah. Back is going to have fun with him.
If he can get to him.
Yeah, that's true, too.
There's a blooper down the left field line that's going to drop in. Nick Green will field it on a hop. It's a 2-out opposite field single for the freshman Hudson Brustevich, and that'll keep the lineup moving to Blake Grimmer.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things, right? You got to know that as a left fielder, and you got a lefty up, and the wind's blowing out. You should not be that deep in the yard where he's at right now, and you know that if he hits the ball the opposite side, it's going to go to the line, and he just didn't go after it like it was going towards the line, and that cost him right there for a base hit. So see if St. Mary's can capitalize on the mistake here with 2 outs.
Brustevich on at first, probably not a threat to run. Blake Grimmer, the batter, the Tennessee commit, having a solid senior campaign. Last year, tore it up with 9 home runs and led the team in RBIs. He's got 9 this year, but the on-base percentage is over 1,000. He has collected 16 walks on the year, second most on the team.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to get on base and score some runs. That's for sure.
Getting that stroke back.
Lefties cheat. I always say lefties cheat.
They got that advantage.
In baseball.
Always been envious of the lefties. Everything looks better. Everything's more sought after.
Yes, it
Always
is.
a lefty? Oh, all right.
Yep, absolutely.
Throws left, bats left, or whatever.
Then they look at you no matter what.
Yeah.
Infields are a dime a dozen. You got to do something really, really special.
Full count, 2 outs. Brustevich will be off with the pitch. Not yet. Joey's going to keep him honest. Joey was a part of the Little League World Series team from Grosse Pointe that made it in 2017 and 2018. What an accomplishment for this group.
Yes, absolutely.
The state. There's a looper to center field. This one trouble, and this one's going to drop in front of Gary Stacy. Stacy up with it and fires it in and might have saved a run with a hustle. Brustevich will hold at third, but it's a looping base hit for Grimmer, and the bases with runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a dying quail right there, right? One of those bloop hits that takes – it's probably because he had like 3 line drive outs the other day, right?
Baseball gods came back.
I know. It's very frustrating in the pitcher. You make a really good pitch there, and he just puts the bat on it, and it just bloops in for a single. So now they got, man in scoring position with 2 outs.
And they bring their best bat to the plate in Jason Oliver. 36 runs driven in on the year, 6 home runs, and a lot of extra base juice for this future Hoosier.
Mm-hmm. I tell you right now, Chad, what I would do here is I would not pitch to him. I'd get him to chase, and that's what all I'd be interested in. If we walk him, so what? I'd rather take my chances with the next hitter.
Yep. Hard to argue with that.
Yeah. Not that Will can't hit, but you know what I'm saying? Just because this guy's got so many numbers, I definitely want to give him anything good to hit. And then you got the force at every spot, 2 outs. So right now I'm trying to get him to chase here.
Slider, Jason stays away. He says, I know that slide piece.
Absolutely. Good plate discipline, though. So that tells you what kind of hitter he is, and that's impressive. Good plate discipline. He's looking for his pitch. There's nothing that I need to chase.
Randazzo struck him out back in the first. This one's popped up and should get him out of the inning. Ryan Jones near the line, and he makes the catch for a huge 3rd out for Liggett.
Yeah, and I say that too, and then he comes with a hanging curveball, right? I would have took that pitch too, because I want to hit the fastball.
Yeah, swung on it and just popped it up. Liggett gets out a spot,
We go to the bottom half of the third, 2-0. The Liggett Knights looking to upset this streak.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today, and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
University Liggett School's environment has just really helped me prepare for further on in life, and I'm ready to take on anything. I just want to say that coming here to University Liggett School was probably the best decision I've ever made, so go for it, don't ever look back, and come to University Liggett. It is really an extraordinary place.
In today's ever-changing real estate and mortgage lending world, the importance of a true professional has never been higher. At Success Mortgage Partners, our mission is for every borrower to receive Level 10 service, and our goal is to get you the lowest rate possible. We want you to have an experience of a lifetime. Navigating a turbulent market like this needs to be handled by a real professional. Call Todd Barr at 734-674-6154 and put 20 years of local knowledge to use for you and your family. Welcome back. Chad and Jay with you from Liggett Field. 2-0 the Knights.
Yeah, he started him off with the slider piece again, right? And he went chasing after it.
Swing and a miss. And Sharp is out on strikes.
He's been very predictable here. That's what these hitters need to know, that, right? And we need to be talking to him if you're in the dugout. And, he's throwing his slider for first pitch normally and then comes back with the fastball.
So we'll see if Martin can adjust. With one out. Ground ball to third. Grimmer will field it foul, about a foot wide of the bag.
There you go. That time he came in with a hard fastball inside. So now we know what's coming next.
Yeah.
3-2 baseball, man. Wow. Bring back memories.
Yeah.
That was a really good pitcher, 3-2.
Tough to hit in the Catholic League with those rules. There's a sharp grounder, and that was a wake-up call to the Eaglet bench.
Yeah, he almost took out Coach. He
Everybody's
went down.
Laughing. Look at this. Yo, right into the bench.
Yeah.
Got the Gatorade bottle. That's it. Peaches with some nice moves.
That's it. So here I'm thinking he's going to throw a slider right here because it's outside. See if we can get him to chase.
Ground ball in the hole. Oliver will backhand throw to first, and he got him.
Good
with a
play.
Dynamite throw and a one-hop scoop from Hudson.
Yeah, good play all around right there. Worked right through the backhand side, and then he went right down like we talked about the first baseman. He started down and came right up with the ball. So perfect, absolutely perfect.
Nice stretch and scoop by Hudson, just a freshman. And helps to have that nice long frame.
Mm-hmm.
So here is Jones with 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, start him off with another slider here. And we're looking to try to do too much with it, right? Middle away, try to drive that ball right back at the box. Stay connected throughout his swing.
Protecting there.
Yeah, fastball there. He's only doubled up a couple times. But he's definitely got command out there, man. Good presence, good mound presence, got a good live arm. I can see why Jake Boss and Mark Vandermeer picked this kid to be a Spartan.
Slider down and in. St. Mary's has a couple Spartans right now doing good things, including Nolan Higgins, who just took the ball this past weekend.
Yeah, this kid's really wiry, man. He's got a lot more in the tank, believe it or not. This kid's going to throw. He's going to throw mid-90s potentially when he's done.
You like his frame?
I like it.
They like Ryan Jones as well. This is a trusted right-handed stick. His brother is out. His brother's a Michigan commit. And I believe he's been out for the whole year. And
really?
Yeah. Yep. So that's a
right there.
Slide P, strike 3 called. Just a scummy slider. And Jones handcuffed on it.
Yeah, that's an unfair pitch right there. Starting in on your hands. Right here, as we're going to see. And right there, boom, perfect.
So Aiden gets the backwards K. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 Liggett. Grosse Pointe. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
Being an athlete at Liggett definitely gives you a title that you have to be up to a standard that no one else is. Everyone's eyes are on you at all times, and it's just a great honor to have, honestly, when all your peers look up to you and look for you for guidance and leadership. To me, he's definitely a great coach. A little hard at times. He's definitely where you want to be and who you want to be coached under to prepare yourself for the collegiate level or any higher level. We currently have 1 state championship at my time here, and I just love the family and togetherness we have. It's just amazing to be a part of a team with so many humble guys. It's just untradeable. Right now, I am going through the process of the 2023 MLB draft. It's definitely something that I take pride in, and I'm very proud of myself for getting to this point. Liggett is definitely the place you want to be at if you're looking to enhance your people skills and just to be a great person and do good things for yourself. I believe Liggett teaches you the characteristics to life and how to prepare you for wherever you're going to be in life.
Catholic League Central Division rivalry. It's a new rivalry, and it's a bit lopsided, but look, these two teams are battling for the Central Division title, and obviously St. Mary's with a leg up, 13-0 in league play on top of the Central, and Liggett in the middle of the pack in the thick of things at 4-5.
Mm-hmm.
And an opportunity for Liggett, though, to do something that no other team has been able to do for 84 straight games.
Absolutely.
They lead 2-0 here in the 4th.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to how strong the Catholic League is when you got a team like Liggett with so many superstar players that they're only 4-5.
No doubt. Liggett is #1 ranked in the state of Michigan in Division II.
Mm-hmm.
St. Mary's #1 ranked in the state of Michigan in Division I, as you see the ground out there. So Boisenau is out. And that'll bring up Cowdrey. Vincent was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning.
Yes,
2 runs on 4 hits for Liggett. No runs on 3 hits for St. Mary's.
Yeah, Vincent's been he's been a strikeout guy. He struck out almost half his bats here, and he needs to get going so that they want to have some success in making a long run. So these hitters down in the lineup, and they need to really step up to do something special if they want to continue to move on.
Pitch down and away, good eye there. Joey Randazzo has gone all the way and has given up 3 hits. Sort of spread him out. As Jay called him, he's a thumber. And that's a compliment. If you can be a guy like that and get people out.
Absolutely.
And Joey has been. He's been a proven winner. Cowdrey giving him a battle here now.
Yes, he is. He is, and that's those at bats that they need those bottom lineup guys to grind out at bats so you can get back up to the big boys, right? You got to go up there looking to grind.
High fastball is chopped foul.
You know, that's what he's been very successful at, is throwing that high fastball, and those kids can't get on top of that ball. In order to hit that high fastball, your bottom man has to be above the ball when you start your swing so that you can level off and hit the ball really hard. Right now, they're chopping around and rolling over the ball, and they're making a lot of outs.
Swing and a miss. Randazzo got him on strikes. 2 outs here in the St. Mary's 4th.
Yeah, he got him with a fastball. You know, he's been thumbing along all this time, and then all of a sudden he tricks him with surprises him with a fastball. But then look at his body. He's all out of zone. He's not connected. Trying to do too much. You don't have to. Got to stay connected. It's that old George Brett shoulder-to-shoulder swing.
There's a swing and a drive down the left field line in foul territory. Green coming over and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. So, Liggett shutting out St. Mary's 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 4th from Liggett Field. We are the Prep.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Yes, Liggett 9-5 overall, and 4-5 just behind Brother Rice, battling with Catholic Central for that 3rd spot. Dan Cimini, who is a 5-time state champion as a head coach at Liggett. 6-time state champions are the Knights, first in 1979 and last in 2021.
Yeah, Green just had a good hack at that fastball and just missed that one. So guess what's coming?
Could be another fastball.
Oh, he is inside.
It is a breaking ball, yes, low, and the throw to first, and it's a strikeout for Donovan.
Well, good. At least he's changing it up here a little bit, Chad. That was outstanding to see. And, you know, like I said, his pitchability is really off the chart right now, and he's doing some special things. But that was even more special because he's been telegraphing for the most part. But that time he doubled up and came inside with that. And he only came inside with the slider twice.
Moving it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Neil Murphy. Swinging a miss out in front there.
Yeah, I think he's getting his rhythm right now, and now you can see his Division I ability coming into fruition.
Donovan's 4-0 on the year, and this is his 6th game he has started.
Oh, man, good pitch there. Wow.
Oh, wow. Get another look at this one. That was close. Aiden thought it was out number 2.
He must have blinked.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's a strike in high school, maybe not college.
Ground ball. In high school. Yeah, no doubt. Ground ball to first. Hudson Brustevich will tap the bag. And there's quickly 2 outs, and we just might get a 1-2-3 inning in.
Uh-oh. Don't jinx it.
It'll be a tough 1-2-3 if they do. Joey Randazzo, the pitcher who's been lights out on the mound, trying to help his cause at the plate here.
Yeah, he needs to really step up, hit something down the line so he can get on 2. Ooh. Slider away. Wasn't even near the plate.
The 2 runs given up by Aiden Donovan are the first 2 runs that he's given up this year.
Really?
He had not given up a run or an unearned run this season, and he gave up 2 in the first. Swing and a miss out on strikes, throw down to first, and another strikeout for Aiden Donovan.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own right now and doing a good job of controlling the strike zone, moving the ball around. Very impressive with this young man.
So the inning over, we go to the top of the 5th, 2-0 Liggett. Back after these.
Come sing in a musical. Come play on a team. Come be a team manager. Come win a state championship. Come be a part of something great here at University Liggett School. Please contact me or a member of our outstanding admissions team to set up a tour and apply today. Go Knights!
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
There you see the Eaglets 18-0, 13-0 in league play. Matt Petrie, the National Coach of the Year 2021, former Brother Rice grad, University of Michigan. And 6-time state champions are the Eaglets. Last in 2022. They've won state titles.
Yeah, done a great job here, man, with this program. Just phenomenal.
Swing and a drive to center, but hit hard and right at the center fielder for out number 1. Catch is made by Gary Stacy. So another hard hit ball by Luke Crichton.
Yeah.
Hit one hard to second, right at sharp.
Yes, he did.
And then a bullet to center, and yeah.
Yeah, he's put it, for hitting 176, he's put a couple good swings together. And maybe he's starting to come around a little bit, right? And but that was definitely a good swing. Didn't try to do too much.
Joey Randazzo has been fabulous. And he gets a breaking ball over for a strike. 1 out in the 5th. St. Mary's has not lost a baseball game since April the 30th, 2021. As a ground ball, Purify's going to have to hustle. Throws to first, and they get him. A fine play by Jaron Purify to get Charlie Hardenberg for out number 2.
Yeah, man, the more I see this kid, the more I get impressed with him. He's got a strong arm. He attacks the baseball in the correct way. But again, you know, hitters down at the bottom of the lineup, the St. Mary's, you're going to continue to be number 1. You're going to continue to be undefeated. You guys got to step up and take quality at bats. That was not a quality at bat, swinging at a ball in the dirt there.
So that'll bring up Parker Brustevich. And there's a breaking ball that just misses.
Yeah. He's got to try to stay away from these guys enough. Because what you don't want to do is fall behind and have to throw him a really good pitch. Because you got bruiser number 1, bruiser number 2, bruiser number 3 coming right behind him.
That's right.
Good pitch right there. Love it.
Well located
Love the
fastball.
confidence. Absolutely. Because he was not expecting it inside. That was an outstanding pitch. I'd probably come right back with that, actually.
Randazzo in the zone right now. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Line shot, base hit to right center.
Wow.
Brustevich drives it to the gap. He'll go to second. Ball mishandled a bit. Runner at second with 2 outs. It's the 4th hit of the day for St. Mary's and the 1st for Parker.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there, Chad, right there. He stayed connected finally right there. And that's what you want to do. But that was not a good pitch from the pitcher there, and just got to do a better job of getting ahead of guys. Randazzo.
So runner at second with 2 outs. And Hudson Brustevich, the batter, and that's a pitch that's taken either low or outside. Steve Stuckey, the home plate umpire. Arnold Rambus, the field umpire. 2-0 Liggett. Outside. Just a freshman. It's this left-handed stick, Hudson Brustevich.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's going to have to come in somehow. But you know what? You got a base open, too. But the problem is you got Grimer coming right up. Like I said, 1, 2, and 3.
Fly ball, right center field. This is deep, and this ball is gone. the second home run of the year for the freshman Hudson Brustevich, and we're tied at 2 in Grosse Pointe.
Yeah, what he did there, Chad, he didn't try to do too much. That was a fastball down in there. He threw his barrel right at it and hit it right into the jet stream.
Brustevich's 10th RBI of the year, committed to Notre Dame last week to join his brother, and he ties it at 2 with one swing of the left-handed stick.
Yeah, again, outstanding swing here, and then just didn't try to do too much. See that? Boom, threw the barrel at it. Now, what young hitters got to, get used to is they try to go down with their body to hit that ball, and it ties their hands up. But you got to get that barrel route and stay through the zone, and then you're going to get good wood on it.
So a big-time statement by the freshman Notre Dame commit, Hudson Brustevich. And it was the Bruisers at the top of the lineup.
Absolutely.
Brustevich 1 and Brustevich 2 to tie it up with 2 outs. Deuces Wild.
And Randazzo just has to settle down here, right? I mean, you've held these great hitters, these great high school hitters to 2 runs right now to this point, and you've been dominant. Just go back to what worked. Don't try to throw too much. Keep doing what you do.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten the success so far just being himself.
Absolutely.
Working off that off-speed pitch and
for sure.
Locating well and competing.
That's it. Don't give in.
He does not give in to Grimmer here.
Which is not a bad deal to do, but
No.
I think a mound visit here is what's needed to settle him down, to get him back to go and say, hey, man, you know what? You've been doing great. You gave up one mistake, right? Let's keep moving forward. Let's get these guys. We're going to score another run for you.
So there's 2 outs, and here comes Jason Oliver. Oliver has struck out and popped out today. Grimmer on with a walk. He's been on all 3 times today.
There you go. Get right back into it.
Fouled away.
It's important to stay the course, right? The game is 0-0. It's a new ball game. Stay the course. Continue to do what you do best.
65 straight Catholic League wins for St. Mary's. That's also a Catholic League record.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
In high school sports, that is unreal.
Well, especially in the Central Division of the Catholic League. That's a slide piece taken for strike 3.
That's it. Just stay the course. Right there, man. That's a good pitch.
8th strikeout of the game for Randazzo. Oliver and the Eaglets are out, but not before the 2-run shot by the freshman Hudson Brustevich, and we're tied at 2 in Grosse Pointe.
My name is Dan Samini. I am the admissions outreach coordinator here at University of Liggett School. I have been at Liggett for 22 years, 20 as a teacher, 20 as a football coach. This is my 19th year as the head baseball coach. We have a tradition of excellence in the classroom. That tradition doesn't stop at 3 o'clock. It comes out here on the fields, in the gyms, in the auditoriums. Every student from pre-K until 12th grade is asked to challenge themselves, take risks, think outside the box. There is something here for everyone at University of Liggett School. Starting in the lower school, we have clinics run by our coaches at the upper school. We have a great middle school athletic program. We have 20 clubs at the high school level. We have state-of-the-art athletic facilities, starting with the Bowl Center, Fruhoff Gymnasium, we have the McCann Ice Rink, and we have 8 multi-purpose turf fields across our beautiful campus. We just won a world championship in robotics, and in the history of University of Liggett School athletics, we have won 85 state championships and numerous individual state championships. Come sing in a musical, come play on a team, come be a team manager, come win a state championship. Come be a part of something great here at University of Liggett School. Please contact me or a member of our outstanding admissions team to set up a tour and apply today. Go Knights!
Are you a hiring manager or business owner looking to hire professional, high-quality employees? Call Bill Wineski and the Headhunters team today at 248-343-6027. The Headhunters specialize in placing hard-to-find C-level executives, accounting and finance engineers, supply chain, human resources, and operation leadership. They're easy to work with, and they recruit the talent that your company needs to thrive. The Headhunters also offer a guarantee that their candidates will stick with your company. Call Bill today, 248-343-6027. Here is the top of the lineup for Liggett. This is Purify, followed by Service and Bar. 2-2. Liggett got 2 runs in the bottom of the first and led 2-0. And there were 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And then a Brustevich connection. And the 2-run shot by Hudson after the single by Parker, or double by Parker. And that made the game 2-2. That's where we sit. He's Jay Alexander. My name's Chad Bush. What are your thoughts if you're Liggett right now in a game that's 2-2 that you've led all the way and on the verge of doing something nobody has done in 2 years?
Yeah, you just think you've got a chance to win, right? You got to stay the course. You got to get quality at bats. We got to get base runners, and then we got to just move guys around, right? And so we got the top of the lineup up right now, and hey, you just got to fight and grind it out because he's ahead. You know, knowing what his pitches are.
Purify pops it up right side.
I love
Parker
that.
Brustevich make the catch.
For all you young players out there, man, if you're watching this game, you see what Purify just did. Routine fly ball to right field. He's standing on second base. How many times you've seen that to drop the ball, right? That's how you play the game. You play it hard. You play it right. You respect the game. That's outstanding to see for a young man. Love it.
A lot of great tools for Purify, but a lot of the intangibles that he has, a lot of kids do not. Dan Cimini calling him the most humble player he has. He'll do anything. Has never asked for a favor. Has never asked for anything extra. Really good team guy and teammate.
Absolutely.
Oliver Service over the top of that breaking ball, and Donovan's starting to get in a groove.
He is, man. I tell you what, and that slider is nasty. It's got a late break to it. His fastball's now getting a little arm side run. These hitters don't have to just sit and pick out a pitch, right? We can't be chasing pitches that are out of the zone. So we have to stay the course and grind it out. Because you got a pitcher. Now he's getting up on his velocity. He's actually starting to get warmer and warmer. Again, I think Jake and them got a real good prospect here.
2-2 pitch with 1 out, ground ball left side. Grimmer up with it and fires a strike to first. 2 up and 2 down in the Liggett 5th inning.
Yeah, and you know he hung that slider. Actually, he got away with that one. And but that's trying to do too much with a pitch that you want to try to hit middle away, and go from it. As he goes to Texas, he's going to learn that, or he's going to be sitting right next to right on the bench rather, because you're going to have some boys that can play. But he's a good player. Service is very, very special, and he's going to do big things.
No doubt. Aiden Donovan with another slider to start off Bar.
Yeah, and if he's going to continue to get that pitch over for a strike, it's going to be tough for those guys to hit, for sure.
Bar with a RBI single back in the first. And that one's fouled away.
So now he's just got to, this is what a lot of these hitters don't do in high school. Choke up, spread out, and put the ball in and play hard, especially when you got a good pitcher that's dominating the strike zone. You got to really stay the course, man, and grind it out.
Strike 3 called. Bar is out, and the side retired. And that ends the 5th. Bar not happy with it. Donovan in a groove. And we go to the top of the 6th inning, tied at 2, nothing solved in Grosse Pointe in this Catholic League Central Division rivalry. Jay and I are back for the final couple innings right after this.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
He's Jay Alexander. My name is Chad Bush. We've got a ball game on our hands in Metro Detroit. It's in Grosse Pointe. We're the Prep. Glad to be here. Tied at 2, Jay, as we go to the top of the 6th. What an even ball game we've seen today.
Yes, we have. We're seeing two different types of pitchers control the strike zone and only made a couple mistakes, and that's why the score is 2-2. But for the most part, we're seeing a really clean game.
It has been clean played. No errors in this contest. Dazzle with a slide piece. This is Will Boisenow. He's popped out and grounded out in this game. And we got some activity in the Orchard Lake St. Mary's bullpen. As it's fouled back.
Yeah, I can't really see who that is down there, but he's warming up pretty good. He must be coming in. He's warming up really good. He's warming up like he's coming in.
It's Jason Oliver, and he is the closer, and he will be coming in. That makes a lot of sense.
Got it.
Good call. That hit the batter. And so down to first goes Boisenow, hit by the pitch to start the inning.
That's a tough way to start right there for him right now. So he's got to really, really fight to get guys out now.
So
you got to believe he's bunting here.
You would think so.
Bottom of the lineup right now. Right, we got to move guys. Get up to the big boys.
Throw back to first to keep him honest. The runner at first is Boisenow with above average speed, but not likely to run here. Cowdery in a perhaps bunt situation, Jay, sacrifice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Martin is in at third, smells the bunt. That's a fastball just below the zone.
And here, Petrie's calling timeout because I'm pretty sure he gave him the bunt sign.
Pretty sure you're right.
Yeah, and he's like, man, what are you thinking here? Last I checked, you were what?
Now, yeah, and so the communication will continue.
Yeah, absolutely. On the other hand, he could be telling them, listen, your approach got to be, you got to move this guy or better. If I don't give you the bunt sign here, you got to move this guy or better.
What if it's just a bluff? Is it ever a bluff? Like, did you ever call guys down and just, like, it wasn't even a...
Only if I was calming him down.
Okay.
Yeah, he squared around early.
He does square, and he turns back, and Service throws it to right field. And Boisenow's going to retreat back to first. Service gets a little trigger happy at times. It's got to be hard having an arsenal where you can fire that right arm.
That's right. I mean, I always tell my son he's a really good catcher, but, you know, he ain't got the arm strength yet. And I said, boy, you can't go hunting without a gun.
That's good. Nobody out. 3-1 count, runner at first, and that is grounded foul into the Liggett. Take it easy, young man. Look at that sprinting.
Yeah,
Sign him up.
I guess he was thinking
Sign
here it
him
was
up.
3-1. He was going to get a good pitch to drive it. Other than that, I don't know, but I would be bunting all the way. Late in the game, we're on the road.
Somebody get a uniform on that young man.
I'm
with you on that.
Yeah.
Swinging away.
So now he should be running here because he's anticipating a curveball. Oh, he's having him square around.
Squares the bunt and can't get it down. And that's
it, right?
Out.
Okay, I thought so.
Yes, he's
like
out.
this 3-2, right?
Yep. So Cowdery's out.
Yeah, see, right there down the lineup, man, you have to do your job. You have to do your job. Very disturbing right there. You give your team a chance to win. You're one of the top teams in the country. Everybody's got to play a part. That's it. You know, that's the lost art of bunting right there, right down the middle. You can't get no better than that, pitch than that. I think I'd be all over my 11-year-olds if that guy didn't get the bunt down.
Critical spot.
Yeah.
We'll see what Hale can do against Joey Randazzo, who's been fabulous for Liggett.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Throwing pitches when he needs to throw them. See, again, there you go, chasing after that high fastball. You're chasing after the pitcher's pitches, right? You're not getting inside that ball. You're going around it, over the top of it. You know, just not doing a good job of picking pitches to hit.
Hale drew a walk back in the second inning.
Yeah. I'm surprised with a kid like Hale. He's a .462 on-base percentage guy.
Yeah.
Normally those guys have an idea of the strike zone.
.361 hitter on the year. Boysen now edges off. There's a drive down the line, and that is foul by about 3 feet.
Yeah, and that was a hanger too, but that's trying to do too much with that pitch. Keep saying it and saying it and saying it.
What should they be doing with
They
that
should be
pitch?
trying to hit that pitch up the middle, right? Because it's curving right down the middle. You're trying to pull it, you get around the baseball, and you hit it foul every time. You stay inside that ball, it's 10 feet fair, and that's probably a home run.
Bradley Hale at the bat with one out. Man on first is Boysen out. Joey Randazzo on the bump. Double play depth for Purify and Sharp. There's a line shot right at Martin. Bang, bang play at first. Not in time. Allowed out. Hale is out. And back to first.
Yeah.
Safely is Boysen out.
Yeah, great play all the way around. Base running almost cost him again. And you know, you got to see a line drive through. Where are you going?
Yeah.
You're not going to third base if it goes to left field. So where are you going? Freeze and see the ball.
Yeah.
And that's just baseball 101.
So 2 outs now, and here comes another guy that's hit the ball hard today. Tough luck.
Yeah, for sure.
Line out to second and a line out to center for Luke Crichton, the freshman.
And I tell you, there's been a lot of running opportunities that they haven't ran on, and it's probably the respect of service back there,
No
right?
doubt. Absolutely. Yeah, it is.
And that's a weapon, right? Just knowing the kid can throw you out, it's tough to run on them.
Yeah.
I don't care how your pitcher are.
Yep.
See, what we would do is we would time the pitcher, we would time it all, and we would go on his normal cadence.
Yeah.
But that's what the high schoolers don't have around, right?
How consistent is that cadence at the high school level? Is it pretty close?
Yeah, it's
Or
pretty
even at
close.
College?
Yeah. Even in college now, because everybody uses the same type of system.
Yeah.
So now they're a little bit more, but here these guys are not. They do the same thing. They do the same flow, right? The same one look, the same high leg kick. They don't mix it up.
So a walk for Randazzo, and that should end his day. And it's been a fabulous day for Joey Randazzo. He'll leave with runners at first and second. He'll go 5 2/3. And Randazzo finishes with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. He gives up 2 earned runs, both earned. It was that 2-run shot to Hudson Brustevich. And Joey Randazzo gives up 5 hits. So the new pitcher is Preston Barr. So Preston Barr, the best arm on this Liggett team, will find the hill in a 2-2 ball game. The Michigan commit comes off the bench, and he'll come on. We'll tell you all about Preston Barr right after this. You're watching Long Ball Live, tied at 2 in the 6th with a big-time streak on the line. Coming back right after these.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
So here is Mr. Barr making an appearance, and Preston Barr, the junior and the Michigan commit, on the hill, and we'll get a pinch hitter as Ryan Summer will come on off the bench and he'll bat. So big spot in this game with runners at first and second, Jay, and two outs.
Absolutely. It's a pivotal spot for these guys right now. Oh, he's ready. He's coming right in and hacking. That was a good pitch, inside half, right on his hands. He went right after him on that pitch.
So Hardenberg has been lifted in favor of Ryan Summer in that number 9 spot. First and second, 2 outs. 2-2 ball game, top of the 6th. St. Mary's trying to get their 85th straight win.
Barr's a throwback guy. He's downhill, right? Comes inside. I love it. You know, to get in on those hands, it's cold. Make that memory of your vibration right there.
Yeah. You do that again? I like that. We got to get you on film for that.
That's it, right?
Barr beat Catholic Central 6-0 a couple of Saturdays ago.
Yeah, he's got a live arm.
Yeah, he really does. About up to 89 or 90.
Mm-hmm. And he's downhill. You know, big, tall guy downhill.
How does
like
that help a pitcher to be able to go downhill? And what does that mean exactly?
It's very hard to pick it up because it's going straight down. You're tall right now, and your follow through. You're already at the plate, right? It's very hard to pick up at times when you come downhill. You got good rotation on your baseball. Your spin velocity is high. So there's a lot of good things when you come downhill.
And you got to be over the top more of a pitcher than
absolutely
to be downhill.
Yep. Full count here.
Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off. Barr against the pinch hitter Summer.
Imano.
And he walked him. And so the bases are now loaded, and that flips to the top of the lineup. And the guy who scored one of the 2 runs in this game and has one of the 4 hits for St. Mary's, Parker Brustevich.
Yeah, see, what you want to do here if you're Barr, man, you coming in for a pinch hitter, you know, you got to come right in after him, right? You cannot nibble around. You got to go right after him and make him hit, right? It's cold, right? You want to come in, and the worst thing you can do is walk him and get to the best hitters in their lineup.
That's what they did. It sets the table for Brustevich, who had a double. I think they might have scored it a single or double, not sure, but it was a hard shot to the gap. There's a hard hit shot right at the left fielder Green for out number 3. So Barr comes on and does the job for the Knights.
Yeah, and that's why I say he's a throwback guy. He comes right inside on the hands, good pitch, win strike after throwing 3 straight balls. I love it, man. That's what that downhill. He never saw the ball. That's outstanding.
So Liggett will bat in the bottom of the 6th in a tie game at 2 and a cold, windy early May doubleheader. Back after this.
Liggett
prepare students for college in a number of ways. We are really interested in helping students find the right fit, understanding that the right fit is not a single school. Fit looks different for every kid. We really look at finding out what a student wants, what makes them tick. Are there things that they really love to do? Are there places that they really want to be? Are there things that they really want to study? Are there athletic needs, spiritual needs? So we really work to help students and families identify what those schools are. I had a family in my office this morning who we were meeting about their son who's a junior, but they have a daughter who just finished her first year. And I asked about her, and they said she had a great first year, and that's not a school that we had ever even heard of before we had spoken with you. My hope for every student that goes on to college is that they will find a place where they can grow and learn for the next 4 years, and that they will feel well prepared to be in that place.
In today's ever-changing real estate and mortgage lending world, the importance of a true professional has never been higher. At Success Mortgage Partners, our mission is for every borrower to receive level 10 service, and our goal is to get you the lowest rate possible. We want you to have an experience of a lifetime. Navigating a turbulent market like this needs to be handled by a real professional. Call Todd Barr at 734-674-6154 and put 20 years of local knowledge to use for you and your family. There's a pop to the center of the infield. Donovan will handle it, and Sharp is out, number one.
Yeah, it was, he got ahead with a strike right away, and then came back with a slider piece.
So that will take us to the number 5 hitter, and this is Martin, Jake Martin. And he looks at a fastball right down the heart of Mack Avenue for strike one.
Yeah, he's really feeling it right now. He's throwing very, very well.
Did see activity that you pointed out, Jay, with Oliver warming up. He is a guy that we've seen go multiple innings, not just a one-inning guy, but get the feeling that you'd like to ride Aiden Donovan as far as you can.
Absolutely, and why not? He's getting warmer and throwing hard, throwing as hard as he was in the first inning, now harder. And he's commanding of the strike zone. His pitches are for strikes, and his pitchability is off the chart right now.
Really has been. Jake Martin with a 3-for-3 day against De La Salle back on Saturday, had 3 RBIs. And really was the star of that game. Got him on strikes. Aiden with another K.
Yeah, that was a really good changeup right there. It fell off. There's a lot of depth in that. It fell right off the table, right? Man, outstanding. Same arm action. He did a really good job of throwing that pitch.
10 strikeouts now for Aiden Donovan. And so with 2 outs, that'll bring up Ryan Jones.
And that's why you don't change him, because he's like, you're not taking me out of this game, coach. And sometimes you got to listen to your pitchers. What I used to do is, Matt Cunningham was my catcher. He was the other coach on the field, and he would pull on his leg if he told me it was time to get him out, because he could tell if he's losing velocity more so than we can, right? And it just ain't catching the same. So Matt was like here, and so I'll walk out there and get him out. No questions asked for Matt.
Wow, he was a good one.
He was.
He was a lot of fun to watch. Call. It's nice to have guys like that. You have to, really,
Absolutely.
to make a serious run.
Yeah, very intelligent, man.
Ryan Jones with 2 outs. Loops one to left for a base hit. 5th hit of the day for the Knights, who are trying to get a 2-out rally cooking here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, he got out in front of it, but he left that pitch up. I think it was a change-up that he left up. And he was able to get enough of the bat on it to get it into the left field.
So now we'll get a pinch hitter after the Martin single, or excuse me, after the Jones single. So Green will be lifted, the number 7 hitter, in favor of Johnson. So Green is out. And number 11, Andrew Johnson, is pinch hitting. We've seen Johnson a lot this year at first base. He's a good, trusted left-handed stick, and he's in a big spot here in a tie game in the 6th.
He's in a huge spot right now with a pitcher that's been dominating. I mean, literally dominating. So coming in off the cold, it's a lot to ask of a kid to come in off the cold. But we'll see, how he does here. But I'd come inside hard, fastball, get it onto his hands. That's what he did.
Sure did.
Just overthrew it.
It's been a fine rally for Aiden Donovan, who gave up. Remember, he didn't have anybody out through 4 batters in this game to start the game. And he trailed 2-0. And has battled back since, has not given up a run. Has only given up 2 hits since that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And here, Chad, I would not speed up his bat by throwing something off speed right here. I'm going right at him. He's a fresh hitter, been sitting on the bench cold, hit my fastball.
Jones at first. There he goes. See? Got him on strike. Strikeout 11 and the second of the inning for the Michigan State commit, Aiden Donovan. We go to the top of the 7th. Final call in game 1. Nothing solved. 2 runs and 5 hits aside. Back to Grosse Pointe and Liggett Field right after this.
Liggett to me has just an extraordinary environment that you can't find at any other school. Just the one-on-one time with your teachers and the environment focusing on you and benefits to your learning. That's really important to me because school is about learning and I want to come here every single day and I'm excited to come.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
So, number 2, 3, and 4 due up for St. Mary's in the 7th, and the guy to lead it off against Preston Barr is the guy responsible for the 2-run home run for St. Mary's. And he grounds one to second. Reggie Sharp charges, hasn't had a lot of work over there today. And he gets his first put out of the afternoon. 1 pitch, 1 out to the guy that tied this. How do you like that approach?
I hate it, actually. It's not a good approach right there. He goes after his pitch. You should be sitting fastball until you get that strike on you, especially after you're one of the better hitters on the team. So that was just a bad at bat when you're trying to grind out a win.
So that'll bring up Blake Grimmer. Wind continuing to whip. Sunshine making an appearance occasionally, but just not often enough. Chad and Jay here behind home plate at Liggett Field.
Nice windy day.
Yeah.
Can't feel my toes, but I'm good. Baseball.
And this is the warmest day we've had in like a week. Blake Grimmer, the future Tennessee Volunteer.
Wow, that's a lot of offense at that program. Boy, they don't know how not to score.
That's right.
So he's due for a bomb then, because that's all they hit.
Yep. 2-2 count, 1 out, bases empty. Preston Barr on in relief of Joey Randazzo. Randazzo went 5 2/3. Barr came on and shut down the door last inning as Grimmer wastes a pitch away.
A little cat and mouse going on here right now. It must be something between these two. You see Barr step off, and then he stepped out. Then he paused in his windup that he hadn't done yet. So we got some history here with these two boys.
Little cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Just off the plate here.
This is personal right here. I like it. Let's go. Full count here, and what you going to throw here, I don't know. So I throw my best pitch right here, especially to an aggressive hitter. I might go slider if I got confidence in it.
All right.
Boom.
Barton Grill.
He
He's
left it up.
pounded deep
Left
to
it
right
up.
field, way back, and that ball is long gone. Onto the lacrosse field, and St. Mary's has taken the lead on a 3-2 home run by Blake Grimmer.
Yeah, he left that pitch right over the plate. That was too much fat in that meat right there, boy. I'm going to tell you right now. And it's unfortunate because he definitely was throwing really good.
So a clutch hit by a big-time player, Blake Grimmer, and here's the look. It's his second home run of the year. Got it up into that stream, and that was a no-doubter.
Yeah, he got too much of the play on that pitch right there. You want to give him something that he's going to chase in the dirt or something like that. Just too good of a hitter to make a mistake right there. But again, they're young. They're going to make mistakes. So he's not going to be making that when he go to Division I.
That's right. Preston Barr. So it's been 2 home runs by St. Mary's to account for their 3 runs.
Wow.
2-run shot by the left-handed hitting freshman Brustevich, and a solo shot by the senior Blake Grimmer. Strike called. Here's Jason Oliver, who we can expect to see in the bottom half of the 7th on the mound to try to close it out.
Yeah, that was he left that one up, but what he did do was throw that inside half in on his hands. And so made it a tough pitch to swing at right there.
Matt Petrie, the head coach. Theo Piccarelli down at first base, and Tom Carrion, new to the staff this year. There's a line shot hit hard, but right at Murphy, who makes the catch for 2 outs.
See right there, too, he left that one up. Again, he actually got lucky there. He's got to really work on getting that pitch down in the zone and get it chaseable, right? You cannot make a really, really fat pitch right there because it's right over the middle of the plate. And
got away with
could
it.
be hammered. Yes, he did.
Here's Boisenau, who was hit by a pitch his last time up. And he lines one to short, and right there is Purify to snatch it out of the cold, chilly May air. So, side retired, but not before the solo job to right by Grimmer, and St. Mary's trying to close it out, now leading 3-2 for the first time in this ballgame. We're back for the bottom half of the 7th. It's closing time in Game 1 right after this.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
So 67 pitches so far for Aiden Donovan. And he has 11 strikeouts and just 1 walk. He's given up 4 hits, make it 5, and 2 runs. He's been a horse. He's gone all the way. Liggett now with 8, 9, and 1 in the order, Jay, to try to tie this thing up and at least live to see another inning.
Yeah, you got to love the Catholic League here.
Gotta love that wind too, just whipping all over. Come on back now.
Look out.
Man.
Yeah, he's got to do a good job, but continue to pound the strike zone. He's got to really work hard, just so he can get ahead. Last thing you want to do is walk anybody right now. You got the lead, you want to go right at him, especially in the 9-hole, 8-hole.
So Murphy looks at a high fastball.
Full count here.
It's Randazzo in the on deck circle.
Yeah, full count here. He's got to really just go right after him.
And he missed him. It was a walk. It's not what you wanted. Murphy is on at first, and Matt Petrie has a pointed, quick, brisk walk to the mound, and this might do it for Aiden.
Absolutely. What he wanted to do here is to see, because he's been dominating, right? He wanted to see what he do with the first hitter before he pulls him out, because he's earned that, right?
That's
and
right.
then so he just didn't, right? You have to really, go after it, especially the 9-hole. That hurts everybody. Get that lead guy home for them. And so now, Liggett has a chance here, pick.
No doubt.
Randazzo's going to bunt. He's got to get the bunt down, right? And leave it to your big dogs. Leave it to your horses to come in and grind out a hit, right? I like my chances. Bunt him over. You got 2 really good hitters coming up. And if you can't go down, if you can't score off of that, then you just tip your hat.
Right. A lot of star power coming up here. Jason Oliver is on in relief. This is a 2-way player, one of the best in the state, leading player right now for player of the year, one of the candidates. Oliver on the mound this year. His numbers look like this. He's making his 9th appearance, all in relief. He has 5 saves on the year. He's 1-0. He's given up just 4 hits, no runs, no earned runs. And he has a 0.0 ERA. He struck out 25 and walked 4. And he's done all that in 7 1/3 innings pitched this year.
Yeah, he's got a very good command of his fastball. He's got a tight slider. You don't know where it's coming. It's got late movement on it. I mean, this kid's a big-time pitcher.
Yep. Fastball is seen 96 this year. It's a live right-handed arm for Jason Oliver. Formerly committed to Michigan and now made some moves. As they made moves in Ann Arbor, he's now at Indiana. Sorry about that, Jake.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So, and I say all you got to do is bunt the ball. But let me see you bunt 96.
Right.
And a tight slider at 88.
Yeah. On a cold day with the hands, Randazzo squares the bunt, and he doesn't have an easy time with it either.
No, it's tough, man. So, what he has to do is just get the bat out in front. That time he had to bat back, and the ball beat him up there, and you're not going to get it out. The bat has to be in front of the plate, and all you have to do is play catch.
And if you're pitching, how do you want to pitch against a sacrifice
I'm going
bunt?
hard inside right now.
Just like you did
last time.
Just like I
did, yep.
This one's over the plate. It is caught.
Great job.
At first base, and that is Parker Brustevich, who came on for his bro and makes a diving catch for out number 1.
Not only was that a good play, but that was a good base running that time. He saw the ball in the air, and he didn't even commit. Most young players, they get that big secondary and go get ready to run down there.
Parker rubbing out that shoulder. So there is 1 out. No advancement by the runner Murphy at first, and here's Jaron Purify.
All right, this is what the sponsors came to see right here, these two. Let's
right.
go. Imano.
Line shot to left. It's a base hit. Boysen out to field it. Holding at second is Murphy. But it's a big-time swing from Jaron, and he represents the winning run at first base. Here's Oliver's service. He made mincemeat out of that fastball.
Yes, he did. And that's how special that kid is, man. Wow. But what I liked about that, he really didn't try to do too much. He knew he knew that he was supplying the power, and he just wanted to put a good swing on a good pitch, and what he did. Quality.
Second time Jaron's been on base today. He scored back in the first inning. It was a 2-run first for Liggett. They led 2-0 all the way into the 5th with 2 outs. And it was a Brustevich base hit. Parker followed by a Hudson Brustevich home run. We're tied at 2. But here comes Liggett. What do you do here, Coach?
Well, what I do here is, I got my best hitters up. Just tell him to relax, right? Don't get too amped up because you want to hit a good pitch, right? You want to hit a good pitch. And then you see something in your zone area, you put a good swing on it. What I want to tell the base runners is don't get picked off, freeze on a line drive. And what I tell the defense is know what you're doing before you get the ball. And however he's going to play, he's probably going to protect the lines, which is what he's doing. So now this opens up the holes in the middle, on the left side and the right side.
Makes sense. Service against Oliver. Oliver against Oliver. Oliver service against Jason Oliver.
That's a nasty slider, Chad. I'm telling you right now, he did great to lay off that. I swung at it when I was back in the car.
Murphy on at second, representing the tying run for Liggett. Another slider. Did he go?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. And the Liggett bench can't believe it. That was nasty. Can we get another look at that? Yes, sir. Yeah.
There's no way I'm throwing this kid a fastball right here.
No way.
I might even come slider in on the hands.
2-2, 1 out, 2 men on. Just missed high. Good eye by Oliver.
See, he tried to guide that. Throw it. That's what you're good at. Don't try to guide it. And that was a good call by the home plate umpire, especially in high school. Those umpires usually call that a strike.
Yeah. Steve Stuckey, the home plate umpire. 3-2, St. Mary's on top. An 84-game win streak on the line. Oliver service, the Texas commit. Took that pitch low. Bases loaded. And the tying run at third, winning run at second. And here comes Preston Barr.
Nope. Got to take a deep breath here, everybody. I love it.
High leverage situation if you could ever find it.
Oh my God, man, I love it. Absolutely good baseball right now that's going on. So Barr's got to do a good job of making sure he get a pitch to hit.
Base is loaded.
Because now the pressure's on the pitcher, right? On the St. Mary's.
That one is fisted to center field, way back over the head. Into score comes Murphy, right behind Purify, and the ball game is over. Liggett wins it on a 2-run double to center field off the bat of Preston Barr.
That ball just kept carrying, Chad, because he got in on his hands a little bit there.
I thought it was fisted to shallow center, and it kept going.
It did. It did. Wow.
Liggett ends the 84-game win streak by Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
What a fantastic game.
Came from behind, trailing 3-2 after they led 2-0, Jay, against a pitcher that had not given up an earned run all year.
Yeah, well, he gets the loss on that one because the first run, I believe, was Donovan's.
Right.
I think the first one was Donovan's, so that ties the score. And so, unfortunately, that's a well-played ball game, pitched ball game, and that's what happens. He just didn't get a good read on it at all.
Over the head of Crichton, and what a clutch hit by Preston Barr.
Oh, man, he just didn't get a good read on that ball, and that's a freshman mistake. Right? What a great ball game, though.
Great ball game indeed. Liggett wins it 4-3. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back and wrap things up in game one. Don't go anywhere. Game two coming up on a separate link to follow in 30 minutes. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up from Grosse Pointe. 4-3. Liggett knocks off Orchard Lake St. Mary's and ends their 84-game win streak, a state record. Back after this.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Welcome back to Liggett Field. Chad Bush and Jay Alexander with you. Grosse Pointe Liggett has upset Orchard Lake St. Mary's 4-3, trailing 3-2 entering the 7th inning. And here's how everything went down, Jay, in this one. Aiden Donovan was special, but he was removed from this game after being dominant, 11 strikeouts. And you got to credit Liggett, who just didn't have a lot going on from the 2nd inning to the 7th to really find it. Here's some highlights in the game. St. Mary's trailed 2-0 and would get a 2-run shot in the 5th by the freshman Hudson Brustevich to tie it. A Randazzo battle against Donovan was a fun one to watch,
Yes,
Jay.
it was. Yes,
Both guys going at it.
Yeah. Two different pitchers, right?
Yeah,
Two different pitchers. Knew exactly what they wanted to do. They had their game plan. They executed it perfectly almost. And just well-pitched games.
There's the home run that put St. Mary's up 3-2 as Grimmer hit that. And it would have been easy for Liggett to lay down.
It would have.
There was one out. They trailed
Yes.
3-2. They led 2-0, but they came right back, got the bases loaded,
Absolutely.
and set the table for that Preston Barr RBI.
Pruitt's a special player, and he went and they went, right? Would have put a great swing on a really good fastball. And, the rest of them just was like, hey, we got this, right? When your leader does something special, he brings everybody with him.
Yep.
It's very, very important.
Jaron Purified started the rally with the base hit, would come around to score to tie it, and then Service would come in to score and ride home on the game-winning 2-run double from Preston Barr. So 4-3, Liggett beats Orchard Lake St. Mary's, gives them their first loss in over 2 years.
Wow.
St. Mary's last loss was, ironically, our first baseball broadcast on the Prep.
That's amazing.
On April 30th, 2021, against Saline in Orchard Lake. They have not lost. Got to give St. Mary's some credit for that long streak. And you certainly have to tip the cap to Liggett for an outstanding comeback after leading the entire game, trailing, Jay. It's hard to do for a club to do that.
It is, and you could tell why St. Mary's haven't lost a game. They stayed a course. They're a great swinging team, pitch ability, defensive team. But today was grittiness, the grinding out at bats, grinding out, making plays, and that's what Liggett did. They grinded out the bats when they needed to, picked up their teammates when Donovan or Randazzo didn't get the bunt down, and you can just tell the confidence that they had, coming into this. This was their game, no matter what. They could have easily packed up and folded the tent when St. Mary's went up, but they did, and that was impressive.
Great baseball game to call here today. Glad we did it. Let's do it again.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we do it again in about a half hour? All right, that'll do it for our coverage. Special thanks to our outstanding production team at the Prep, captained by our captain, executive producer Alex Westfall. 4-3, Liggett beats St. Mary's. Liggett goes to 10-5, 5-5 in league play. St. Mary's falls to 18-1, 13-1 in league play. Takes their first loss in 2 years thanks to the Barr 2-run double to win it for Liggett. We're coming back with Game 2 right after this. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.